It's about the Sunnah of Jumu'ah. If we're talking about the emphatic and non-emphatic Sunnah Ratiba wa ghayru Ratiba, number one, there is no emphatic nor non-emphatic Sunnah before Jumu'ah at all. Rather, there is a voluntary prayer when you enter the masjid earlier than the Jumu'ah time. You pray as much nawafil as you want. Tahiyatul masjid, you can pray 2 rak'ahs. Then you pray duha, you may. You pray nawafil as much as you want until waqtul karaha, which is 15 minutes before dhuhr. You pause. You sit down, you make adhkar, you recite Quran, you make istighfar, wait for the khutbah. So there is no prescribed emphatic nor non-emphatic sunnah before Jumu'ah. That's versus dhuhr. Because in the case of praying dhuhr, there is either 2 or 4 rak'ahs before dhuhr prayer. In the hadith, the Prophet ﷺ says, whoever prays 4 rak'ahs before dhuhr and 4 rak'ahs after dhuhr, Allah will forbid the fire of hell from touching his flesh. But this is not the case for Jumu'ah. Only tahiyatul masjid or voluntary prayer, and you sit down. What people do when they hear the first adhan, they were sitting in the masjid for long. They hear the first adhan, then they get up to pray sunnatul Jumu'ah. There is no such thing. What about after Jumu'ah? After Jumu'ah, the hadith which is collected by Al-Bukhari and Muslim, narrated by Abdullah ibn Umar al-Khattab, may Allah be pleased with him and his father. He said that the Prophet ﷺ كان لا يصلي بعد الجمعة حتى ينصرف فيصلي ركعتين. He used to pray 2 rak'ahs after Jumu'ah, but he would not pray it until he leaves, referring to that he would pray them at home. Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu, and the hadith is collected by Imam Muslim, narrated that the Prophet ﷺ said, إذا صلى أحدكم بعد الجمعة فليصلي بعدها أربعا. إذا صلى أحدكم الجمعة فليصلي بعدها أربعا. So in this hadith, he said that to pray 4 rak'ahs after Jumu'ah, which means that some companions have witnessed the Prophet ﷺ praying the 4 rak'ahs in the masjid. But if he were to postpone them until he goes home, then we resort to the hadith of Abdullah ibn Umar. In this case, he used to pray 2 rak'ahs. In either case, the sunnah after Jumu'ah is emphatic, either 2 or 4. But before Jumu'ah, there is no emphatic, no non-emphatic sunnah, and there is only voluntary prayers, tahiyatul masjid and otherwise.